What's up, man? It's Mr. Truth here, man. I'm back again trying to make a video. Try to be consistent, man, Uh, sometimes, I'll be just sitting back and let things pop up my brain. Then I don't want to just keep making videos and just don't say nothing. But anyway, you know, I don't know if know what's going on as far as like America. The farmers talking about the turbs is, turning, messing their farms up. I guess all the taxes, all the stuff like that. Um, Here's the thing for me, like that made me, you know, kind of like look at, kind of like, oh, is when Trump, he put troops in, Washington D.C. I think with the Navy or whatever. I know it was troops. So posse comitatus is supposed to be you're not supposed to put troops. Anybody know about posse comitatus? You're supposed to. It's a law. You're not supposed to have troops on the ground, stuff like that. Okay, so now, which he said it for crime, right? Now there's been crime and all that type of stuff, but at the same time that the dollar is going down, and when you go to the store, your prices is going up. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, he putting troops on the ground. And then he said he going to Chicago. And then he said he going to New York. I mean, y'all can't see, like, that's just, people, man, I know one thing, man. I thought it was like more people with like common sense out here that, that actually like, paid attention or just, just had common sense, man, And most people don't, man. They don't care about anything except what they gonna eat that day or what they gonna drink that day, And you just go about that life and don't have no kid, don't care. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was eating some steak earlier. It don't care, man. But I think it's kind of. I mean, anybody with common sense, could see, you know, what's going on. You know what I mean? But the excuse to me is crime. You're using crime to put these troops, on the street. This is crazy, man. It's just all lining up. You got the Hebrew Israelites. Where was Hebrew Israelites on the corner? When we was young. I was born in 1979, right? We was the Hebrew Israelites. So at the same time, Hebrew Israelites start coming out. Then it's the gay agenda. Then it's the dollar fall. Then it's troops on the street. Then it's he tried to come to Baltimore, with my city. I think they were rejected, but that's not going to hold up, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna hold up. That's my city is the Democratic city. A lot of Democrats is not going to allow that to happen. Man, I just tripping because I got a lot of, gang stalkers around me, and it don't matter what's going on. The world could be falling apart, and they still will be, um, you know, just gone. Man, I'm just so much stuff, bro. Yeah, man, I just saw the report about the BRICS. They trying, they're trying to get off the dollar. Then Trump, I just saw Trump talking about this. I saw this. He said it out his own mouth. He said, "Strong dollar is good, but a weak dollar is even better. You make more money with the weak dollar." What? What the hell? What the hell does dude just say, bro? I was like, oh man, he seemed like he was paying Americans for what's about to happen. That's what it seemed like to me. I think, a lot of times, because nothing happening right away, even if it's signs leading up and it's clear signs, until it gets to their people's doorstep, that's when people really do something about it. But it's just like cancer or any other thing that you wait to, you wait to take care of. You can't wait to train a child, to put and install him morals and principles, because when they grow up, they just gonna be going crazy, shooting up stuff or robbing and, what I'm saying, just doing dumb stuff. And you don't install that early in them. But, back to the point about, the BRICS and the dollar. As you can see, stuff that used to be $1 is now $3. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, a couple years ago, maybe last year, then it went up again because of inflation. And it's crazy, man. Like, people just, man, it's crazy, man. I'm flabbergasted. Is that the right word? Is that a white word? I'm flabbergasted. But I think basically Esau time is pretty much come and is I think it's pretty much slowly crumbling. Just like the dollar. Mortgage prices going up and all that type of stuff. Man, it's wild out here, man. People try to sacrifice you for a couple dollars. People is trying to a double cost. How irritating it is to have the devil try to pretend to be your friend, talking to you. You hearing a voice on this side while he's giving orders to a dude or to people to come and fuck with you while he's pretending to be your friend and trying to knock your head off. You know how irritating that is? And you can hear all this because the Most High bless you to hear all these things going on so you could be careful. Well, that's it, man. Just watch out, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. Just thought I'd come in here and, give my word, stuff like that. Hopefully I can make another video today. I tried to. But that's it, man. This watch out, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, Everything rising except your pay. All right, Mr. Truth out.